Alright, welcome. So today we have AMATERASU doing a quick build video for her. Now with AMATERASU and other warriors like her, they pretty much play, or the playstyle is kind of like just get in your face, absorb a lot of damage, do some damage back, apply some CC, just be annoying, and almost like another frontliner with your support. So with that being said, that kind of dictates on how you probably want to build your warriors and AMATERASU. Some protections. Typically you want to try to stick to your target, and AMATERASU can definitely use that, so Frostbound Hammer, look forward to using that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get into actually building AMATERASU. Now for Conquest, you probably want to go with the starter item called Death's Toll. With Death's Toll, it matches perfectly because you use basic attacks for your passive, and also to help charge up your 2. Of course, you can charge up your 2 with taking damage, but you probably don't want to take damage. You probably want to do some damage to your target. So you can charge it up with your basic attacks, matches with Death's Toll. So you probably want to go with that for Conquest. Outside of Conquest, you probably don't need a actual starter item. And the build doesn't change from Conquest to other game modes. So starting with boots, Warrior Tabby, no real reason to get any other boots. Next, for solo laning and Conquest and just in general, but just on the point of Conquest, you're probably fighting another physical god in your lane in solo for Conquest, so you probably want to just rush the Breastplate of Valor. If by chance you're fighting a mage, obviously Breastplate's probably not the best item for that, so you have a few options here. You could probably just rush the Bulwark of Hope, which you probably naturally pick it up anyway. If you're fighting a physical, just in general, it's always a great item to go into. There's no real other items I could say that would be better than to just rush a Bulwark then. But yeah, fighting magical in solo lane, probably rush a Bulwark. If not, just Breastplate. So after you pick up Breastplate, and it's really cheap, and just kind of explain why you would pick it up. It's a huge burst of physical protection, mana to complement the cooldown reduction, and the cooldown reduction is really great because AMATERASU needs it for changing stances with her 1 from physical power to movement speed, and just kind of abuse the fact that her ultimate already has a low cooldown of 75 seconds, so you can abuse that by getting Breastplate, another 20% reduction, so 60% or 60 seconds for your ultimate. That's pretty good. Then from here, like I mentioned before, you definitely want to stick to your target so you can actually be effective. Frostbound Hammer. And it's also great because Breastplate of Valor has no HP, and that's one of the downsides to Breastplate. Has no HP, and Frostbound does. Gives you more physical power, passive to stick to your target, and also have a chance at reducing their attack speed, I believe. Or it's not a chance, it's actually guaranteed. Yeah, so it reduces their attack speed by 15%, so great against hunters or whatever. Now, you obviously do need a lot more magical power, or magical protection, I should say, because 48 is not enough. Bulwark of Hope does just that, despite the recent nerf to it, that the shield is a little bit less and only lasts 20 seconds. 20 seconds in combat is quite a while, and you can probably still get used to that shield in a fight, because a fight's going to last, 20 seconds easily. So it's still pretty much the best magical protection item, honestly, out there. Runic Shield just doesn't really seem enough. Runic Shield can be good if you're going against magical hunters, if you will, like Freya, Chronos, things like that. It's a very specific item to pick up too. But yeah, Bulwark of Hope. After this, we do need more power, and we can probably also use attack speed, and we also have no type of penetration. Now, Shin Size, it doesn't have penetration, it has more of a penetration against health, so it's still pretty useful. And again, like I mentioned before, the attack speed is useful for charging up your 2 and applying your passive on targets. And so Shin Size is really great right now. It's a pretty popular item. The price has been reduced previous from Season 2. So yeah. Really good to go item, or good to pick up item. And then you have 1 item slot left. Majority of the time you're probably not going to be able to finish your build unless if it's a long match or you're fed. But if so, you could probably look to getting more penetration. If so, probably Titan's Bane. Or if you just want to be more of a support or frontline, just tankier in general, you can go ahead and try to buy the Mantle of Discord. A lot of protections and also more cooldown reduction. Or the cheaper version is pretty much Spirit Robe, also really effective. Cooldown reduction is always nice. The passive really strong against when you get CC'd, more mitigation, things like that. Or if you're being stopped by CCs from initiating a lot, maybe Magi's to absorb the hard CCs. So those would be some good optional items to pick up into. And then Relics, again, always situational. You're fast already with your 1. if you want to be even faster and just be like Sonic, you can just pick up Sprint, and nobody's getting away from you when you have your movement speed, Aura, and Sprint, and Frostbound Hammer. That's a great time. So yeah, you can play around with that. Hopefully it was helpful for any Amaterasu players that are new to playing Amaterasu or new to Smite. So hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.